all, and welcome to Direct from Hearts, a face from the crowd. Did you ever think that you were not looking good, that you actually need an image makeover? Or are you unsure as to how to behave at a business conference or a business dinner? Did you ever feel that you were falling short of etiquette? Did you ever feel that you weren't dressing up well and you actually need an entire makeover? Then our guest today is here to help you. Well, before we meet Shalini, an image consultant, let me remind you to like the video, share it as much as possible, and if you haven't subscribed yet, to subscribe to the channel so that you can meet many more such guests on the show. Shalini helps people to get a makeover and also helps them in developing etiquette of all kinds. There are people also who take help in shopping. Did you imagine that? That was an eye opening for me. So let's meet Shalini to know more about image consultancy and what exactly do they do at image consultancy to know how expensive or how affordable it is. Here we go. So, Shalini, a very warm welcome to A Face from the Crowd. It is a pleasure to have you here.
So much, Swarna. I'm really glad to be here.
Great, that's wonderful. Now, Shalini, you are an image consultant. So, what exactly do you do? What is image consultancy all about?
Yes, I'm an image consultant. I've been working as an image consultant for the past 8 years now, Swarna. So it's all about understanding a person's personality, who they are as person, and what they want to project themselves, how they want to project themselves to others in various situations. So this
Okay.
is very, very important, especially when you're, meeting someone new or going for an interview. We say this, initial first few minutes is very, very important, very crucial in terms of determining who you are. We all set assumptions about people when we first meet someone within the first, 30 seconds.
Absolutely. So basically, you help your clients to probably understand or maybe give a makeover to your clients. Yeah, is that what you
Definitely,
do?
definitely.
Okay.
So how it goes is basically we actually understand who the person is first of all, because I meet most of my clients for the very first time. So we have a set of questionnaires. So this happens in consulting, one-on-one consulting. So we have a set of questionnaires where we ask our clients to just to get an insight of who they are first of all. We also understand their lifestyle.
Okay, that sounds interesting actually. Does that mean, Shalini, that you actually, when you look at a person, you start judging the person? Is this person dressed rightly? Is her hairstyle right? Or does that run somewhere behind your.
So no, actually, yeah, I know many people ask me this, but I tell them this witty answer that I don't judge people unless and until they pay me. So, image is also a way of communication, but it's more of a visual communication. It's a non-verbal communication. So, especially in the right situation, you are not projecting the right image or your appearance is not matching, then obviously the communication breakdown happens. Just for instance, today we are meeting for an interview, you're expecting an image consultant to come in and speak to people, your audience and yourself and everything. Imagine I was just wearing a shabby because I'm at home, I'm just not wearing any, pulled my hair back, I'm feeling relaxed and, I'm wearing a casual clothes which I just wear every day at home. What is the kind of, the expectations that you have and the kind of people that you meet, suddenly you have, there is a big difference, isn't it? So that is when I think a communication breaks down.
True, true. So, do you have any specific target customers or clientele, Shalini? How do you find your customers? From where do you find them?
Okay, so initially when I started off, I always assumed that people who want go to work would need this. But as and when I started and started meeting a lot of people for one-on-one consulting and everything, I realized that it's definitely just not for people who are working, who are professionals. It could be a mom, a new mom who's just had a body change and she's not feeling confident. There are many a times when their children have told them, "Mom, you don't look appropriate, and I feel embarrassed when you come to school's parent-teacher meeting like this. Go do something. You need to change and everything." So they come to me. There are parents who come to me through their children. Okay, so I've had children who come to me wherein parents are looking, because parents are someone who are exposed and they travel a lot, and they want their children to be smart when in terms when they go for a dining or something. So they want to pick up some table manners and things like that. So I've had a client who's just 6 years old, and we just did a basic grooming and table manners for her. So my clientele is varied. I mean, anyone who's interested to improve, to invest in themselves and improve, definitely are my clients.
Definitely, I can't imagine a 6-year-old being trained for image consultancy. I don't know, for an image makeover. I mean, that sounds like must be very difficult. How did the child cooperate, by the way, Shalini?
They see, that is what I mean. We need to break it down to their level to make them understand what is appropriate at that age, how you dress basically, or probably the simple table manners as to which spoon, how to ask if you, or how to thank people, simple basic things like how to be courteous. And like I said, there are different kinds of age group, people who come, and they have different requirements basically. So I've even had clients who are new to, they're going to be brides in some time, so they wanted to get the right look and probably the body language and how to behave and things like that. So yeah.
Brides can be very, very potential clients, I would say, because I think.
Like I said, there is very, very different kind of people who have come to me, and that point of time I'm like, wow, I didn't even think this could be a market. And you just meet them and you're like, okay. So it was an exploration mode for me also, since it's a very new field, Swarna. That's what I think, many people hence don't know there is something like this.
Exactly, Shani, my point. This is such a new field. I think many of us still do not know what image consultancy is all about. And how did you stumble upon this actually? When and how did you actually decide that you should go on and go ahead and do this?
Okay, so I think I had all my life, like after I finished my post graduation diploma in information technology, I didn't take up a full time job like many of them. I started as a trainer on a part time basis. So then when wanted to seriously get into profession, I thought I'll start as a recruiter, and consultancy is where I started. I worked for about a year time, and that's when I realized I can't be so committed, because never have I ever worked full time before that. So I really wanted that me time and that flexibility. That was one thing I was looking for. So and then this advertisement came in the newspaper. Like it's a full blown newspaper ad actually. Many of them have seen it, I think, but. So there was a presentation, there was a small like a glimpse that they were giving. I just went for that, and I realized that this is what I wanted to do, because it had many aspects of things that I really enjoy doing. One is my getting a makeover for my own self, first of all. Of course, I was interested in all aspects of it, like dressing, grooming, body language, all of that. And it was giving me the flexibility, to work at my own pace, at my own time. So that is one of the things actually which attracted me to this field.
That's I think for women especially. I think why these days even men are quite choosy about their timings. I guess so. The pleasure or the comfort of working at your own comfort level at your own convenient time is something that everybody is looking forward to these days, and that can be quite a lucrative reason for anybody to actually I think take up image consultancy. Yeah, as you said. Mhm.
Many, yeah, definitely did. I have met many people who feel that they, although they are really good at their job, or, but they want to do on something on their own, and training and in consulting is something I think is a lot of people, not only women, like you said, no, a lot of men also have gotten into of late.
Yeah. No, actually, when I saw this around, I think a decade back, was it a decade back that image consultancy started, Shalini? I think roughly around a decade. Yeah. I also
Yeah.
had seen the advertisements at those at that time in the newspapers. And yes, even I had a fancy for it, though I thought maybe I don't know how I would do that. You always are a bit, anxious about, what to do, what not to do. At least me, I don't know whether I was really, meant for it or not. As you said, getting a makeover for yourself is, I think, again, very interesting. First thing is you would love to see how different you would look if at all you can have a makeover. Isn't that so?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's very exciting. I think that is one of the perks of my job. So it's the gratification is instant. I have like clients who look at themselves and say, after certain steps and certain sessions with me, and they look at themselves and say, Shalini, this is me. And that's like a hair raising moment for me. It's like the best words I can hear. And so many times that is one thing that kind of ignites me to do this. It's quite fun that way.
Definitely. But like I said, Shalini, now the women who would be watching this would all love to have makeovers. I'm sure most of the women would love to have makeovers. But now, is it a very costly, expensive affair? How does normally how do people charge?
To be honest, I there is no definite answer as to how much one can charge, because it depends on how much experienced this image consultant is. Also what kind of client they are dealing and what kind of needs the client has. Then they can always choose as to what is the most important need for them at that moment. So hence, the when you talk about pricing, it's little varied. It's not fixed as such.
Okay, fair enough. Like any other thing, I think any other service, it all probably depends on the service you opt for. Yeah, but I think this study itself actually is quite expensive. Is that so, Shani? I think a decade back when I saw the ad, I think it was something around 3 lakhs, 3.5, 3 to 3.5 lakhs, if I'm not wrong. So that sounded quite expensive to me at that time, actually.
It is very expensive because it's one of those niche subjects. It was more of an investment, to be honest, investment on my future, on my career, on myself.
Like any other education, probably educational investment, this also could be one such investment on yourself for your future. Yeah, sounds good. But now, once you do this investment, Shalini, how long does it take for one to establish or to reap the fruits of it?
Since see, Swarna, this although it's an education, you're talking about getting a job. Here, you're setting up your own business, right? So all of us know when we set up a business, there is a lot of variables, right? You could be in the wrong market or you could be in the right market, and you would require your money within a year. I know of consultants who have actually recovered it within a year. So it's all about how well you have connected, you have well placed yourself in the market, how much work you are putting in. Each consultant has had different experiences.
Right, right. Is there any kind of hand holding by the institute that you get trained from, Shalini, when you are actually, when you finish your course? Is there any kind of hand holding? Like, do you get any references, or do you get an opportunity to work with a firm initially before you establish yourself?
Yes, definitely. So at that point of time, since we were a very, very new field, especially in Bangalore, I think we were one of the first few batches. So company did definitely help us a lot. And usually, whatever references come to them, like either a training or a consulting, it would be passed on to one of the consultants, especially since we were their business partners also. They definitely do help us, get the lead. Of course, you're supposed to talk to the lead and make the conversion.
Okay, now Shalini, is this good enough to be taken up as a full-time career, or do you think this has to be an add-on kind of a thing, as a part-time kind of a thing? How do you look at it?
Swarna, to be very honest with you, I would say, it depends on what kind of financial setup you have. First of all, the investment is huge. And then, of course, you like I said, it's a business, so it can vary. You might get a client just the next day, or it might take a month or 6 months from then on. A paying client, I mean to say. So, I think if someone would start off and they're totally dependent on this, I would say don't give up your job. Start it off as a part time, and then eventually, once you have a setup, then probably completely metamorphosize. Depends on their own situation, I guess, like I said.
Sounds interesting. So, but I think you have to be careful. Establishing yourself may take some time, like in any other business. When you're setting up a business, I think you need to give some time for yourself to establish. And so, till then, it's better that you take up something else or have another source of income so that you're not in a soup ultimately once you start off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Shalini, if you have to be a good image consultant, what are the skills that are required? Is there any specific educational criteria that is required? Do you have to be a graduate, a postgraduate, or is there any other skill that you need?
So I think the institute basically looks for a basic degree, but post that everything is trained on through the whole course. I think it's about close to 9 months what I had done. So it almost takes about a year so to complete and get certified. So passion is definitely one thing you should be having. I think this is a subject wherein you have to meet people and work with people with various mentality and things like that. So patience and passion, very very important. Good communication skills definitely help. But other than that, you will be trained on everything else, Swarna. There's no prerequisite of having any kind of a.
Can one be taught fashion sense also, Shalini? Because I think a lot of people out there would like to have a makeover themselves, but they may not have a fashion sense. Is that something that people can develop over a period of time, and is it taught in image consultancy as such?
It's a subject definitely, but if you don't want to work only on fashion, then you don't have to. There are different fields you can also concentrate on. It could be etiquette. You could just be working on business etiquette and etiquette as a subject. You could be working on body language. It could be working on some other soft skills. It's not like one person has to be the best in everything. Now, not everybody can be like that. It's always better that you take up one subject and specialize in that.
That's interesting now. So even within image consultancy, you can specialize on different aspects. Yeah. So whether it is
Yes. I
probably
know
the
of
dining
few
etiquette.
people who just
Taken up as shopping consultants. They just do the shopping part. They don't want to get into, etiquettes or anything else.
Once again, Shalini, that was quite, I think, striking. Shopping consultant. Do you have a shopping consultant also? What is their
yes.
role normally?
Usually they understand the client's need. So especially like there are professionals who cannot spare the time to probably go and shop for themselves. So they understand, these shopping consultants come and understand their lifestyle and the kind of the personal style, and go out and shop for them, for their clients.
That's brilliant, I think. Really brilliant. Now, can you share with us any interesting client that you had handled?
To be honest, all my clients are very interesting.
That's a very diplomatic answer.
I think the first myth the clients have is that, especially when they come for our sessions, is that people think that I will make them very fancy or put them in very short clothes, or always make them wear a blazer. I have had male client who said that, I don't think so. I need you because I don't want to wear a blazer all the time to my work. So if that is not your lifestyle and that is not your style, you don't have to. So people come up with such mentality.
Okay. So normally, how long does it take for you to give a makeover to a person, Shalini?
Again, depending on the client's need, right? If it's just makeup, it will probably take a couple of hours. But if it is a complete makeover in terms of their own self image and body image, and both the kind of clothes, all of that might take a little more time, right?
Shalini, do you have to actually get into the wardrobes of people to advise them the kind of outfits they have to wear, or do you suggest them to buy new ones? How does it work actually? If I think you have to always have to suggest them to buy new ones, it would be an expensive affair, I think, and most people wouldn't be
Definitely.
able to afford it actually.
Definitely. So, yeah, I mean, this is another myth many people have. Definitely not, Swarna. Many a times, yes, we do get into a person's wardrobe. It does get a little personal in that way. But what I would say, we usually get into the wardrobe to understand what they already have, and only if their clothes doesn't suit their personal style or their body shape which they currently have, or their lifestyle, what they are leading, only then we would say, pass it on, give it off to someone like charity or something. But otherwise we usually ask them to under use the same clothing, but sometimes all that is needed is a few alterations, that's all. So definitely we first prefer to go out and bring out all those clothes, especially those clothes which are sitting in one corner, because I think it's a negative energy that is getting collected in your wardrobe, which is not at all good, right? So I would say having a clean, arranged wardrobe is very important, especially if you have a very busy lifestyle.
That's a big relief to many, I think, because that's a major concern. What is the cost involved, and am I going to spend a penny more? Now, why a penny more?
Correct.
It's going to be quite an exorbitant expense, I think, if we
But
have to
all of
really.
I think have this problem that we have too many clothes and nothing to wear when the occasion comes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Most of
so
us.
that's
That's the one dilemma we try to solve.
True, true. That's great. It was great talking to you, and I personally came to know a lot about image consultancy today, and I'm sure many of our viewers also would have come to know about it. And the best part is that you say that it is can be quite economical, and you can actually go for or opt for only those segments which you require. Like if it is about etiquette, you can just go for an etiquette consultancy. If it is shopping, you can go for shopping consultancy, as you said. And if it is actually your looks that you want to have a makeover of, then you can go for a makeover of your looks. So that sounds interesting, and I'm sure, I think many more people would open up after this, after listening to this, and be more open to probably consulting an image consultant after seeing this interview.
I really, really hope so. I would definitely love to help a lot of people. I am sure you have my email ID and LinkedIn address and everything. So yeah, definitely, people are welcome to ask me questions. I would do my best to try to help them. And
Sure,
thank you
sure.
for this wonderful opportunity, Swarna. It was a pleasure talking to you. It was very comfortable and it was good. Thank you so much.
Same here, Shalini. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So that was Shalini for all of you. I hope you did like meeting her. If you did, please do not forget to hit the like button, share the video as much as possible, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure that you do subscribe to the channel so that you get an opportunity to meet many more such people on the show. Stay tuned to our channel to meet many more such guests. Bye bye and see you soon.